All right, guys, today's video is very fun. We are at Explore by Del Webb here in North River Ranch in Parrish, Florida. This is the second all-ages Del Webb in the entire country, and today's video is going to be very simple. What can we buy in Explore by Del Webb for 3 different budgets? The first budget is under $450,000. The second budget is under $600,000, and the third and final budget is under $1 million with a pool and a really nice home site. Let's get right into it. I'm Trent Miller with Found Your Florida. I help relocation buyers from all over the country move to new communities in the west coast of Florida. I worked for Del Webb for over 6 years selling for them, and then I spent a year with David Weekly in operations. That is why I'm bringing my knowledge to you guys, making these videos to make the process as seamless as possible. But today, let's get right into the video. What can we buy for these budgets? And stay tuned, because I think you guys are going to like these options. Up first, we have under $450,000 here in Explore by Del Webb. There's really 2 options. You have the Scenic Series in here that can kind of fit you in this price range, or you have the villas that can fit you in this price range. Now, I want to keep this one all single family, so I'm actually going to look at the Scenic Series. Scenic Series means if it's on a 40-foot lot and the house itself is 30 feet wide. This is going to allow me to get a nice home site, get some nice options, and still be well within my budget of $450,000. One of my favorite floor plans that can accomplish this is actually this Contour right behind me. Let's go take a peek and see what $450,000 gets you in Explore by Del Webb. At 1,405 square feet, the Contour is a really well laid out floor plan in the Scenic Series. And all in, they have some quick move-ins pre-incentive right now at $427,990, which means if we're taking the full incentive off of that, we can actually maybe get this house under $400,000 all in, which is great because it puts me, who's my client this video, under their budget by a good amount to leave them room with maybe they want to do some aftermarket stuff to the home, maybe they want to do an extended patio after, or just keep an extra $50K in their pocket. So let's take a look at this Contour floor plan here. All right, so right when you walk in, you have a really nice size office here as well, which is just going to allow you to, those of you who work from home, want to use it as an extra guest room, does give you that option. You walk in, you definitely get hit right away with the nice size of the kitchen, plenty of cabinets. This is actually all their standard options in this model home here, but their quick move-ins typically are actually a little bit more upgrade. So not bad standard options. You can see it's a little bit thinner of a countertop, standard color cabinets, standard appliances, but still nice stuff. You go over to the left here, you actually have that guest bedroom. Nothing crazy big. They actually put a day bed in here. It can definitely fit a queen if you'd like, but they wanted to kind of show it with some extra space. And then you have the guest shower here where they, again, kept it with the standard finishes with the Vicryl, which is a fiberglass unit there, the oval sinks, and the thinner countertops. As we're moving along, this is what trips people up when you walk through this home without furniture. So this right here is the dining room. Without furniture, it just kind of feels like one big open room. Big caveat to this Contour is this is actually the extended gathering room option. So you see how there's kind of 2 living spaces here? Typically, there would just be this space. That would be where your covered lanai would be. So your sliding glass door would actually be there. And then if you do the extended lanai, this whole space would be one huge covered lanai. That's why I love this Contour floor plan. But some of them have this extended gathering room as well. So laundry's right outside the owner's bedroom, which I like. Good size there. And then owner's bedroom. Plenty of space, lots of windows. They added another window there, which is nice. Shower, nothing huge, but pretty good size. Comes with a bench, which I like. Again, standard cabinets and countertops in here. But you do get a pretty good sized closet. So guys, again, under $450,000 here in Explore. I think the Contour is going to fit for a lot of people. Who would buy this home? I think it's a really good starter home. I think it's a really good second home. I also think it's a really good, if you're just trying to reduce the square footage that you're currently living in, right? I think the Contour maximizes the square footage pretty well. And with incentives, everything going on right now, I feel like Contour and Explore for under $450,000, under $400,000 even, for some quick move-ins, it's a pretty good deal. So we've established the under $450,000 mark. Now I'm raising my budget. We're going up to under 600,000 here in Explorer. All right, so what can you actually get here in Explorer by Del Webb for under $600,000? The buyer profile for this one is couple, kid just graduated college, is gonna actually be living with them here. So they want to have some autonomy space for their child that's gonna be living with them, and they don't wanna feel on top of each other. They actually just released these all-gen floor plans now that actually has an in-law suite, if you will, but I think it'd also be perfect for an adult child. And if 600,000 is your range for your budget, you can't go crazy with one of these 2-story, 4,000 square foot homes. But I think you're gonna like this Concord floor plan because it's going to accomplish a lot of that stuff we were talking about, all within a good square footage and a good price range. They have a quick move-in right now for 601,000 before incentives. And after you apply those incentives, you're gonna be well within that 600 range. So let's take a peek at the Concord. All right, going into the Concord. Oh, hey, you can actually get in the Concord 2 different ways. That's one of the beauties of this new floor plan that we have. Let me show you. All right, I'm actually going to be entering the in-law suite first because I want to show you guys how cool this floor plan is. We got the bedroom actually right to the left when you walk in, but I want to show you this really cool space that, like I said, makes someone who's living with you feel like they have their own autonomy and space. You got your own door, you got a full kitchenette in here, microwave underneath, sink, countertop, and a little mini fridge with some nice cabinets, backsplash. And then I got my own place to kind of pop over here, relax, watch the TV, have some people over without disrupting everyone else who's living in the home. So really cool for someone to be able to have their own space. It's very unique in the square footage in Parrish to get what you're seeing here. So right from the entry, the separate entry, you got that gathering room space in the in-law suite. You got the full bathroom here as well, which is really nice. And then they have their own full bedroom in here as well, which is plenty big, even if you wanted to add a king bed in here. So that is the in-law portion of this floor plan. Let me take you out the in-law door. Let's go back through the front door to the Concord. Again, this home right here, I think is perfectly laid out because it feels like any other distinctive home kind of when you walk in, and you got that whole other wing. So in the main house now, you get a really nice office space in here like you would see in most of their floor plans in the Distinctive series. I'll work backwards now as well, coming in from the garage. We actually have 2 more bedrooms over here, which is perfect because you can make one a bedroom, and then look at what they've done here. They actually made it into a workout room, which makes a ton of sense for the buyer profile that I was telling you guys about. You get the nice drop zone area. I would use this for my doggo right here for sure. And then you have nice finished cabinets, laundry room here as well, and then you got your garage there. They will actually share, these 2 bedrooms will share this full bathroom here. And then as we work our way to the main gathering space, very nice layout, very open floor plan. You have the gathering room, tray ceiling in here, good sized kitchen, all the cabinets you could possibly want. They did the cabinets to the ceiling, looks really nice. They wrapped the island in the nice cabinet panel, and then they did the built-in kitchen with the built-in microwave and oven. You got the dining room space over here, just off the kitchen as well, which is nice. And they have the sliders there, but you can also, if you're building, put the sliders here as well instead of the windows. So really nice gathering room space. Feels larger than it actually is at just over 2,200 square feet. Going into the owner's bedroom, standard owner's bedroom size, nothing really to write home about, but I'm not mad at the size at all. And then you got the separate vanities. You got the enclosed commode room here, and then you got the extended super shower suite here as well. And then they built out the closets in this one. That's not going to fit under your $600,000 budget if you're putting those in with the builder, but good to see. So what do you guys think? Do you think the Concord would work for you under $600,000, or do you want to just stick with one of the staples like a Prestige or a Mystique in here? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. Do you like the in-law lifestyle, like the living style? I mean, I'm not saying do you like your in-laws. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if you like the setup of having them have their own space. Let me know in the comments, guys. But, all right, we're moving on. Exciting part of the video. What would I buy in here for under $1 million, but I want a really nice pool as well. So let's go check it out. All right, so for under $1 million, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite floor plans that Del Webb actually builds, and that is the Renown floor plan. At 2,800 square feet, 3-bedroom with an office, 3.5 to 4.5 bath, this thing is a behemoth on one level, and I really like the one level living. Also, wait till you see the pool in the back here. I think you guys will understand why under $1 million is gonna make a lot of sense for this floor plan. Now, realistically speaking, a really well done Renown is gonna finish without a pool somewhere around that $750 to $825 number, depending on the options you choose. And I'm gonna go with this Mac Daddy pool behind us, which is about a $150,000 pool according to the builder. They put a lot of upgrades back there. Now, you might not have to go that crazy with the options, the upgrades, the lot price, so that's all gonna factor in, but we're still gonna fall under that $1 million price tag in here. So let's go take a look inside the Renown. Guys, nothing, including the 100-degree weather outside, is gonna stop me from bringing these videos to you guys. So please, if you wouldn't mind, like and subscribe. And if you wouldn't mind, if you're looking for a home on the west coast of Florida and you aren't already working with a realtor, reach out, guys. I'm here to help you guys. The builders pay my commission, and trust me, it's always better to be represented by a realtor on these transactions. Everything's great in the transaction until it's not. Also, let me negotiate on your behalf as well. I know kind of those pain points that actually helps us during the negotiation time frame, but back to the Renown. All right, so just walked in. What's really nice is they have this half bath up here, and then all the bedrooms are gonna have their own en-suites, which is great. Obviously, the bay window adds so much more depth to this front room. And then look how nice this is for your guests. They have their full ensuite bathroom with a nice vanity as well. So really nice guest room in here. I'm gonna walk you through the other bedroom as well. I don't wanna show you the good parts yet. I'm gonna save those, so bear with me. So we come in here off the garage, nice landing zone. Got a really nice size laundry room. We'll get a little bit more into that later. They have turned this into a bourbon room, but a lot of people just keep this as a bedroom. Huge walk-in closet, and then another really nice size ensuite bathroom in this bedroom. So what do you guys think? Keep it a bourbon room, kick out one of your kids, or let them have their own bedroom? Let me know. All right, we're gonna look at the office, and then we're gonna show you the show-stopping part of the home. All right, so office, obviously really large. They have a full couch in here, which is actually larger than a love seat. And then they actually have 2 bookshelves. They have the keyboard, if you guys like playing the piano, and a desk there. So really nice setup. Let's get into the main part of the Renown though. All right, walking to the main area, you can see how expansive the ceilings are in here. The gathering room's so bright and airy with those big windows. They got the tray ceiling. They did the 0 corner slider here, which really does just let the light in, open it all up. And then I actually love this kitchen that they have. This is a very, very nice, well laid out kitchen. I want to get into a little bit more details about this kitchen specifically with you. All right, so I wanted to point out a couple features in this kitchen that Del Webb's actually doing now that they didn't used to offer, which really just levels up in terms of the finishes you can choose with Del Webb. Number one is the actual built-in KitchenAid refrigerator. You see it right here. I just had customers actually put this into their home at the design center. It's a gorgeous fridge. You open it up, number one, it's just massive. But the really nice thing is how seamless it fits in with the cabinets. Oversized fridge, very nice. Number two is the Renown's really nice because you have the double oven option. You probably can't see it from there, but there's an oven under the stovetop here, and then another oven over here as well with the microwave, which is very nice. The stacked cabinets looks really high-end as well, and you can just see that the attention to detail in this kitchen is definitely there. Another feature that they just started offering at the design center is running the countertop actually up the backsplash here as well. So it's the same continuous stone all the way up through the backsplash. Obviously you got the wooden vent hood here that vents to the outside. And then one of my favorite parts of the Renown is if you choose it, you have that wine option there. They used to do kind of like wine shelving there. They've switched it to these glass cabinets, which looks a lot better and seem to be a little bit more functional, but you still get the wine fridge down there for you guys who love wine. So kitchen, Renown, 10 out of 10. Great kitchen. Let's be honest, you're moving to Florida to spend some time outside as well. And this covered lanai and pool setup has got to be one of my favorite ones in all of Parrish. So obviously you got the huge covered lanai, the 0.25 sliders here. But look at the size of this pool. Look at this nice hot tub that they actually did over to my left. And then you're looking at about, just because the lots are so big here, you got about a 28 foot to 35 foot pool here. The width isn't crazy. They could have probably gone a little bit further on the side. It's probably about a 10 to 12 foot pool in width, but this is why you move here. They got the infinity screen over here as well. So again, my budget was under $1 million. This home with nice upgrades on a nice lot without a pool is going to come around $800. And then this pool you see right here, you're looking at about $150,000. Obviously you can see some of the finishes. This stone waterfall backsplash here that they've used, or sorry, stone tile that they've used to wrap the actual jacuzzi hot tub. They have lighting, water features. So it's maybe an overdone backyard, but hey, for under $1 million in Explore, I want an overdone backyard, all right? So let's go take a peek at the owner's bedroom and then let's wrap up this video, kind of recap what we talked about, all right? Let's go. Okay, walking into the owner's bedroom, huge owner's bedroom. They did the nice tray ceiling in here as well. 3 large windows, plenty of space for your furniture as well. And then we'll do a full spin over here into the master bathroom. Okay, right off the bat, you got the freestanding tub, which is a great option. I'm happy they brought it back. Nice size walk-in shower, huge dual vanity setup. And then behind me, I'm gonna lead you to a very large walk-in closet, and I call this the her closet. And I'll show you why in a second. A really nice size closet here. And then as we walk through the master bathroom, we'll actually reach the his closet, which is right here and leads right into the laundry room. So leads right into the laundry room, washer and dryer, cabinet to your left, cabinets up top. Then you got the built-in sink and some shelving up there as well. I find it strange, I don't know, what do you guys think, that they did cabinets here and then just did a wire rack there? I think that would have been smart to just do one more cabinet there, but hey, I'm not the designer. That's above my pay grade. So let's recap this video. What do you guys think about my selections for under 450, under 600, and under $1 million here in Explore by Del Webb? I think I did a good job, but remember, let's set a buyer strategy call because what I like and what you like might be two totally different things. I'm here to give my advice, interject where I think necessary so that you guys aren't getting screwed over on the price or the deal or something that goes on in the contract. That's what I'm here to do. Remember, I sold over $150 million worth of new construction when I sold for Del Webb. So I think I've seen every possible scenario. But every time I say that, I see something new. But I'm here to work for you guys now, to negotiate on your behalf, be boots on the ground during the build. And I know this product from the inside out. So I'll help you with the design process, the structural option process, all of it. So you guys reach out. I would love to help you out. And let's see. If today's video actually helped you guys, please, if you don't mind, like and subscribe, share with your friends. Maybe give me a referral. That would be unbelievable. That's the biggest compliment I could ever ask for. But the reason I do this is for you guys, and hopefully I'm helping just a little bit in your search for your next Florida home. So thank you guys. I really appreciate the support, and on to the next one.